أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فلولا كان من القرون من قبلكم أولو بقية ينهون عن الفساد في الأرض إلا قليلا ممن أنجينا منهم واتبع الذين ظلموا ما أترفوا فيه وكانوا مجرمين وما كان ربك ليهلك القرى بظلم وأهلها مصلحون ولو شاء ربك لجعل الناس أمة واحدة ولا يزالون مختلفين إلا من رحم ربك وبذلك خلقهم وتمت كلمة ربك لأملأن جهنم من الجنة والناس أجمعين وكلا نقص عليك من أنباء الرسل ما نثبت به فؤادك وجاءك بالنهاية بالحق وموعظة وذكرى للمؤمنين وقل للذين لا يؤمنون اعملوا على مكانتكم إنا عاملون وانتظروا إنا منتظرون صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Hud, verse 116, Allah mentions, فَلَوْلَا كَانَ مِنَ الْقُرُونِ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ أُولُو بَقِيَّةٍ يَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْفَسَادِ فِي الْأَرْضِ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا مِمَّنْ أَنْجَيْنَا مِنْهُمْ. Besides a few of them whom we have rescued from punishment, why were there no wise men from the nations of the past who would forbid corruption in the land? وَاتَّبَعَ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا مَا أُتْرِفُوا فِيهِ وَكَانُوا مُجْرِمِينَ. The oppressors followed the luxury that enjoyed and were criminals. The kuffar adhered to their beliefs of kufr. And the reason because of that, they're very stubborn on their kufr, because of the wealth they possessed, the riches they possessed. Because they were wealthy. When a person is wealthy and a lot of money, sometimes they feel that if we were to turn away from their religion of the forefathers, there is a great chance that these riches will be taken away from us. We'll be deprived of the wealth. We'll be deprived of the great lofty status that we have in this moment. People not regard us as leaders. And therefore, unfortunately, they adhere to their beliefs. And they continue to sin because of the intoxication with these worldly possessions. They were so desirous of these worldly possessions. All they wanted was the world and the dunya and the dunya. And therefore, because the love of the dunya came into their hearts, love of riches, love of gold and silver, love for authority, and therefore they were not ready to actually turn away from kufr and shirk, and therefore they were stubborn and persistent in the kufr and shirk and the gunas. And as a result of their crimes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala finally destroyed them. The only ones who were saved from Allah's punishment were those who forbade evil and corruption. Meaning, doing the amal bil ma'ruf and nahy anil munkar. So this verse warns the Ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that they should not be carried away by their wealth. All of them, especially the leaders, and should make every attempt to forbid evil. So we as Muslims, don't get carried away with wealth. We have money, we have wealth, don't get carried away. Don't think I have the power. Allah has the power. تُعِزُّ مَنْ تَشَاءُ وَتُذِلُّ مَنْ تَشَاءُ. He is izzat wherever He wishes. He can make someone zaleel and humiliate whoever He wishes. Power is in the hands of Allah. But therefore, those who do have riches and wealth, our approach should be of humbleness and be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that wealth and those riches should not neglect us from the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As Allah mentioned in the Qur'an al-Kareem, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا لَا تُلْهِكُمْ أَمْوَالُكُمْ وَلَا أَوْلَادُكُمْ عَنْ ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. For those who believe, let not your mal and your wallet and your children neglect you and destroy you from the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this mal and wealth which Allah grants us, it's also a test. It's also a test. Allah wants to see that are you grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all the riches and the wealth and the luxurious life that Allah has granted you in the dunya? Are you grateful? And the way to be grateful to Allah, one is verbally, oh Allah, I'm grateful to you for granting me all this wealth and riches. And practically, is to be obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes, that wealth that Allah has given, spend it on our family, on our children. Nothing wrong in that. Alhamdulillah. You know, so our children have the best possible life in this one as well. But at the same time, also think of the poor, the needy, give in charity. So those who do that, alhamdulillah, they have passed the test of the wealth and riches Allah granted them. But those who unfortunately, despite Allah granting them so much wealth and riches, they are ungrateful. Ungrateful in the sense that first of all, they do not do shukr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with their tongue. Secondly, they live disobedient lives, lives of sin, guna, crimes, jurm. And then unfortunately that is a practical aspect of being ungrateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all the riches and the wealth that Allah granted you. And then on top of that, a person does not even spend in charity, does not give to the poor and needy, and there again, that is another issue as well. Remember, whoever has been given wealth by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a portion of that wealth is for the poor and the needy. Okay? And Allah makes mention of those people who are successful, and is a long list of those people who are successful in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of those people are وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ, those who spend from that what we have provided for them. So you spend in the path of Allah from what we have provided, meaning the wealth that you have, it has been given to you by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't forget that. Sometimes we forget that we got a house, got a car, luxurious life, and we think it's my effort, my effort, my effort. No. But at the end of the day, Allah reminds us time and time again, وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ, it is we that have provided you. We have, don't forget that it is we, it is me. And we can take it away from you. In another verse of the Qur'an, نَحْنُ نَرْزُقُكُمْ وَإِيَّاهُمْ, we provide for you your daily sustenance, your daily bread, your daily livelihood, and we also provide for your children. Also provide for your children. So never forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So anyway, those people who have been granted wealth, Allah, and unfortunately, they are ungrateful to Allah by not even showing gratitude verbally and with their amals and their deeds, then unfortunately they have failed in that test. And those people, Allah has granted wealth and riches, and they are grateful verbally, they are grateful in their amals and their deeds, and they are also think of the poor and the needy and distribute their wealth, and these are the people who have passed the test. So therefore, this verse 116, warns the ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that they should not be carried away by their wealth. All of them, especially the leaders, they should make every attempt to forget evil. Further on, Allah Ta'ala mentions, وَمَا كَانَ رَبُّكَ لِيُهْلِكَ الْقُرَى بِظُلْمٍ وَأَهْلُهَا مُصْلِحُونَ. It does not behove your Rabb to destroy cities unjustly. Allah Ta'ala is not going to destroy cities unfairly, unjustly, do zulm. Allah does not do zulm. وَمَا رَبُّكَ بِظَلَّامٍ لِلْعَبِيدِ. Allah does not do zulm on the servants of Allah. Those cities that were destroyed, they were destroyed because these were the people who were rebellious against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They were doing zulm. They were oppressive. They were cruel. They were cruel to others, they were cruel to themselves. They were oppressive in the sense that they were doing shirk. And Allah mentions, إِنَّ الشِّرْكَ لَظُلْمٌ عَظِيمٌ. Shirk is the greatest zulm. Sometimes we think zulm means hitting someone unjustly, or having war with someone unjustly, or killing people unjustly. But Allah also mentions, إِنَّ الشِّرْكَ لَظُلْمٌ عَظِيمٌ. Shirk is also great zulm, that you associate partners with Allah. You bow down before Allah, but you also bow down before other people as well. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. So in destroy cities unjustly, when, subhanallah, وَأَهْلُهَا مُصْلِحُونَ, when the inhabitants engaged in reformation. Allah never oppresses anyone. And when He decides to punish a nation, it's purely on the account of their kufr, their shirk and sins. And Allah punishes anyone because of kufr, shirk and guna. So when we see calamities and musibat, then we have to think to ourselves, either we are involved in these three things, either kufr, shirk or guna. And when guna, they say guna aam ho jaye, then Allah's punishment is also aam. When sins become very common, everyone's engaged in it, and collectively people are sinning, openly people are sinning, they don't really care about anything anymore. What is your sin when you hide your sin privately? You don't want anyone to know. That means at least inside you know what you are doing is wrong. But when it's openly, that's when openly Allah's punishment comes. Open sinning. Open sinning, but I'm going to dance in front of everyone. I don't care what people say. I'm going to listen to music in front of everyone. I don't care what people say. I'm going to commit zina openly. I don't care what people say. Allah will protect us. And that's when Allah's punishment comes. Sometimes we see where things die down and then there's something else. So another Muslim, and another Muslim, and another Muslim. And one of these sins, as mentioned here, is they fail to reform themselves, fail to rectify themselves. Fail to rectify themselves. I got this sin, this habit, this bad habit, this sin. I need to reform, I need to rectify. I need to change my bad habits. And they also forget to reform others as well. Meaning, they forget to do amr bil ma'ruf and nahy anil munkar. They forget to enjoy people towards good and forbid them from evil. And especially when they are able to prevent others, and they possess the ability to prevent others from committing guna and sin, yet they still don't do it. They turn a blind eye. They can do it, but they don't. Allah. But Allah Ta'ala makes a mention here that your Rabb will not punish them as long as they engage in reformation. So they're doing the Islam, reforming themselves, Allah will not punish such people. And at the same time, they're also trying to reform others as well. Tablighi Jama'ah, Ulama Ikram, Mashayikh, conveying the message of Allah, by namaz padna hai, pray namaz, do this, do that, go to doors regular, come to the masjid, come for salah, understand our purpose, need to do zikr, need to do tilawat of Qur'an, need to perform salah, need to be close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is this? It's the amr bil ma'ruf. We should not be committing this sin, we should not be committing that sin, we should not be committing that sin. And those who do that, they will be saved from the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah. What a great virtue of the amal of amr bil ma'ruf and nahy anil munkar. And enjoy people towards good and from evil doesn't have to be, it's not something that is restricted just to tabligh. It's anyone. The ulama, the mashayikh, from the minbar, they convey the message, that is also amr bil ma'ruf and nahy anil munkar. They talk about the wrongs of society, the evils of society, the gunas that we're committing, they rectify us, that is also amr bil ma'ruf and nahy anil munkar. In the dars and tadris, that is what is done, that these are the certain sins that we're committing, we abstain from them. At home we see our children engage in guna and sin. In a good manner, we explain to them, this is not the way to do it. We get the displeasure of Allah, we get the anger of Allah. Our purpose of life is not to gain the anger of Allah, our purpose of life is to get the pleasure of Allah. That is also amr bil ma'ruf and nahy anil munkar. But main thing is that if we see with our eyes that what is taking place is wrong, and we turn a blind eye and stay quiet, then we will be punished by Allah. That's why the hadith of Abu Dawood, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mentions, hadith reported by Jarir bin Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, that when a person commits sin, when a person commits sins, guna, and the people do not prevent him, despite having the ability to do so, Allah will inflict a punishment on them even before the death. Allah. Even before the death, Allah will punish. So let's say a group of people here, they notice sin prevent them, we ignored it, then Allah will inflict punishment upon us before we die. Allah, may Allah protect us. You know, sometimes we say, oh, I've mentioned it so many times, they don't listen. I've mentioned it so many times, they don't listen. I've mentioned it so many times to my child, they don't listen. It doesn't matter. Okay? Hidayah is in the hands of Allah. But we continue conveying the message with muhabbat, with love, with affection, with compassion. Tell me, have you prayed your salah? Why have you prayed your salah? The salah is the command of Allah. It's first. For every salah we miss, how many years of Jahannam we have to bear? Can we bear? So we continue conveying the message, At least we have done our responsibility. Yeah, the Prophet was mentioned. Prophet was addressed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ya ayyuhar rusul, O messenger, balligh ma unzila ilayka min rabbik. Convey that has been revealed to you from your Lord. Your duty is to convey. And then Prophet when he would mention to the Sahaba, address the Sahaba, Prophet would say, ballighu anni walau ayah. Convey from me this message to others, even if it be one verse. Even if one verse conveyed. We sit in dars, tadris, we listen to the shuyukh and the ulama, now convey to us. Even if you can't remember everything, one thing. We learned in the tafsir today, we learned in the dars hadith this, we learned in the speech today. We need to rectify ourselves. That's why another hadith mentions Allah will inflict widespread punishment on the nation that does not prevent sins being perpetrated in their midst, despite having the ability to do so. Widespread. Widespread punishment. It's not about just punishment on just a couple of people. Widespread. Widespread being all over the world. We have the ability to stop, preventing. We turn a blind eye. The ulama have the ability to stop and prevent it, but no one says that. The people of aql, intellect, understanding, deendani, piety, they've got the ability to stop, but they must stop this. Then why is there punishment? Allah then further mentions, وَلَوْ شَاءَ رَبُّكَ لَجَعَلَ النَّاسَ أُمَّةً وَاحِدَةً وَلَا يَزَالُونَ مُخْتَلِفِينَ. If your Rabb had willed, He would have made all people a single nation, but there will always be disputing. Meaning, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not force anyone to become Muslims. Not force anyone. No. Rather, you set the system that the people have been given a choice. Either they accept Islam or remain as among the kuffar. Both ways outlined very clearly by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Furthermore, Allah Ta'ala mentioned, وَلَا يَزَالُونَ مُخْتَلِفِينَ, but they will always be disputing إِلَّا مَنْ رَحِمَ رَبُّكَ, except those upon whom your Rabb has mercy. The believers and the non-believers will always be at loggerheads. From the time of Hazrat Adam and Salam right into the last person of their judgment. There's always going to be dispute between the believers and the non-believers. Always going to happen. It's Allah's system. It's Allah's system. وَتِلْكَ الْأَيَّامُ نُدَاوِلُهَا بَيْنَ النَّاسِ. And sometimes the non-believers will have upper hand, sometimes the believers will have upper hand. It's the system of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Only those whom Allah wishes to shower with His mercy will be guided to accept the truth and remain firm on it. So it is due to the mercy of Allah that a person will be granted hidayah. This is the mercy of Allah. If He gives, Allah. Then He gives to even a person who has been remaining kufr all of his life, 1 year left for his life to end, and Allah grants him hidayah and he becomes a pakka, subhanallah, believer and a mu'min, and he dies at iman. And on the other hand, it could be a person 50 or 60 years, a mu'min, a believer. Unfortunately, he is deprived of the mercy and the rahmat of Allah, and becomes a kafir, he becomes a murtad, he only had 1-2 years left, and he departs from the world. And I tell you, these brothers, we will be tested by Allah, and our iman will be tested in many, many ways, in form of punishment, in form of calamities. Allah wants to see which way you think. What is your concept of being? And it's happening. You still remain firm. A lot of people ask, what's happened to dunya? What is this? This is happening, that is happening. conspiracy theories, this, that, whatever. They're out to kill us, they're out to do this, they're out to do that, whatever. I always say, no matter what, nothing can happen. Nothing can happen against the command and the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Always remember. And our duty is just to live our life in a manner pleasing to Allah. That is the one. Death is going to come no matter what. And it's appointed time. What we need to do is we need to look at ourselves, how do I live my life? No matter what other people are doing. What am I doing? As long as I'm living my life pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and refraining from sins and acting upon the Sharia, Allah, that is the most important thing for me. That is the most important thing. Don't look at others. Today, that's the most important thing. Look at what deen is in my life. I need to look at that no matter what's happening, no matter how much fitna is taking place. I need to look at my deen. I need to be steadfast and firm upon no matter what happens. Then no one can take that Iman and Islam away from you. No one. So we don't need to go into debates of things which are futile, waste of time. Affects our aqidah, our iman, our beliefs, our thinking, our concept of the akhirah. What we need to be focusing on, no matter what's happening. Yes, we understand what is going on, but no matter what's happening, we need to focus upon our lives, upon our reformation, upon our deen, and implement and then convey to our children as well. That's the most there. Always mention, yahi kam aayega akhirah. This is what's going to happen hereafter. Our life, we're going towards the akhirah, what preparations are we making? We need to be constantly focusing on that than anything else, which is a waste of time. Allah. وَلِذَلِكَ خَلَقَهُمْ. Allah has created them for this. Meaning these people were in dispute, Allah created them so that they participate in this dispute. The result of this is they were eventually classified into one of two groups. The groups are mentioned in Surah Shura. A group shall be in Jannah, but the other will be in Jahannam. There will be two groups in the hereafter. There's no one else there in fourth. Jannati, Jahannam. Make dua always, Allah grant me entry into Jannah. Make me among the Jannatis. And then finally, Allah mentions, وَتَمَّتْ كَلِمَةُ رَبِّكَ لَأَمْلَأَنَّ جَهَنَّمَ مِنَ الْجِنَّةِ وَالنَّاسِ أَجْمَعِينَ. The decree of your Rabb shall certainly be fulfilled, that I will definitely fill Jahannam with a multitude of man and jinn. So many people from among the men and jinn will be filled in Jahannam. Allahu Akbar. And you think billions of people, right from Adam right until billions and billions and billions and billions of people, and we think that Jahannam will be filled, but Jahannam will say, Hal min mazid, is there more, is there more? Allah. How big that Jahannam will be. That is going to accommodate all the people that came on the face of this earth from the time of Adam until the final person of the day. Allah. May Allah Ta'ala protect us. Amen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in these verses talk about Jannah and Jahannam. Again, is for us to understand and realize the purpose of life. Anybody? Allah is creating Jannah, Allah is creating Jahannam, and our goal is Jannah. Our goal is paradise, our goal is heaven, our goal is the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we live our lives pleasing Allah, that inshallah the pathway of Jannah will be very easy for us. No matter what is happening, no matter how many people go away from the right path, committing sins and guna. Yes, we try to rectify ourselves, and we do what we can to protect them as well, prevent them from entering into Jahannam as well. And how we do that? Among ma'ruf and nahi anil munkar. Enjoy the people who was good and forbid them from evil. This is also the amal full of barakah, full of blessings, full of reward, full of sawab, full of ajr. And it starts from